yeah, now you start moving, right? Now you start moving. And I'm recording. Anyway, so they shut my video off when I left Pam's apartment building. So I only have a 2-second on the video, right? And again, hacking into my phone, deleting my videos because they don't want me showing certain people who they use in my targeting. Who they not using, but you know, who they sent to target. Like I said, I've talked about this before. You guys already know this, right? Whenever they have some sort of maybe a new perp or maybe a perp that's a high-level perp that they use in my targeting, they will delete, not delete, but they will end the video. Sometimes the phone doesn't save it, right? But this, I only had a 2-second video. As I was exiting, you'll see. I'll post the video, but you'll see, and I'll do another video on top of that video explaining what you guys see, right? So the fact that they're targeting me in that way, as I'm getting ready to leave, recording, you know, and you know, my video, while I was recording, walking, I was looking at my phone, right, and it said that it was recording, but right before I got on the bus, before I can end the video, I looked down at my phone and saw that the video had already ended, right? So I was like, wow, you know, because I was exposing some things that I guess they don't want me to expose, and some people they didn't want me to expose. Like I was talking about how as I was leaving Pam's apartment, I went to tell her I was leaving, and you know, she was on the phone with her friend, and she turned around and looked at the mirror behind her while looking at me through the mirror. And at that point, I was like, oh, okay, so they're doing this again, right? And I think I talked about this, you know, I don't talk about that too frequently because, again, I'm not sure if I ever spoke on this, but about, you know, almost a decade into my targeting, I would find myself being fixated at mirrors, particularly in the home, like in the bathroom or what have you. And if I go use the bathroom, I'll stand you know, in front of the sink and just have this blank stare, all right? And it was a fixation drill. It was the hijacking of my consciousness, right? My conscious mind. And the Michael Jackson song kept repeating over and over in my head, right? Which is, you know, Man in the Mirror, right? So again, talk about the coercive persuasion, these brainwashing programs, and again, the coercive persuasion is to try to sanitize these sort of programs for what they really are, which is a brainwashing program, right? And the use of technology, use particularly radio wave and microwave frequency, to manipulate an individual or person's mind to create a new person, but not one that's, particularly as a TI, not one that's positive, right? This is the lie and the deception, right? Because they gotta manipulate you into becoming a villain so they can avoid accountability for the non-consensual human experimentation that they've done, as well as the illegal microchipping, to try to find some way in which they can say or try to bargain with you, well, if you speak out and you expose us, we're going to put you in jail. You know, this is what they do. You know, and it's sad because many people are fooled by this and fooled by these in the authoritative position. But again, you got to understand their personality, who they are. These are the dark triad personality type. They get into positions of power claiming that they want to help society when they're not. They're not. You see what's happening today with the whole gender identity thing. They're the ones that's doing this. To create a mentally unstable society, unstable society with mentally unstable people within the society, to which the society looks like it's functioning as normal, but it's not. The society is highly dysfunctional, and those who are normal, they want to get rid of it, right? Or they want to make you more dysfunctional. And as a black person, I'll tell you, as black people, we are highly dysfunctional. in our way of thinking, in our behavior. But I also understand that that is not our fault. That is the condition that we're conditioned into, living on the system of white racism. Okay? And so we operate, as the Crimson Cure would say, Sister Kendra would say, we operate in the lost value system. You know, they got us thinking backwards, right? So, like I said, so she did that, and immediately the Michael Jackson song popped into my head. I'm staring at the man in the mirror, right? But understand, go and read about Perp's persuasion programming. It's a deceptive program, right? Why it has to be deceptive? Because the true agenda by these sociopaths and psychopaths, the dark triad personality type, right? They have a hidden agenda. And it's either to experiment on targeted people, right? Or to put somebody in a program to experiment on them. All right? And then try to do things in which that person becomes silent. Okay? So they know that I know what it is that they do. And so I'm going to be attacked or be villainized. Like I said, I don't really care about that, right? All I care about is that exposing this, because like I said, this has become one of my purpose in this life, to expose them and to make sure that it doesn't happen to anybody else, right? Or if it does, that person or the people around them will know about this program and try to help that individual, because they'll have people around them with knowledge of what's going on and what's happening, so they can steer that person in a way in which is, will help that individual. See, they're not about helping us as TIs. They're about covering up their crimes. That's what they are about. Okay, understand this. So anyway, like I said, they hacked into my phone again, did the same shit. And that's like I said, that's why I know I'm doing something right. I know I'm doing what's right. Because when they go through that length to cover up and try to hide, I know what I'm doing is right and it's just. All right, like I said, this is more than me. All right, this is more than me. You see, they think that they've created within each of us a highly individualistic, highly selfish people, a person, but they haven't. All right, and it's those of us who understand that must do the work to expose what's going on. Okay, talk to you guys in the next video.